Have you ever noticed that? You step outside your door and it feels like you've walked onto a stage. The curtains are twitching, the phones are buzzing. It seems like everyone has an opinion on something you're doing. Maybe it's a new haircut, or the color you painted your front door. It's like there's an unofficial neighborhood watch program, but instead of looking for trouble, they're looking for things to talk about. It's a strange little habit we humans have, isn't it? We spend so much time watching what other people are up to, almost like it's our favorite TV show. It happens everywhere. You go to a family dinner, and suddenly you're in the hot seat. Your aunt wants to know why you aren't married yet. Your cousin has some thoughts on your career path. It's a full-on investigation, and it's not just family. Friends do it too. They might comment on what you're eating or how you spend your weekends. It's as if everyone got a memo that said your job is to manage everyone else's life. But here's the thing, I don't remember sending that memo. Did you? It's a lot of energy to spend on somebody else's choices. Sometimes these comments come from a good place. People care about you. They want you to be happy. They think they know what's best. But other times it's just noise, it's gossip, it's a way for people to pass the time. Instead of focusing on their own gardens, they're busy counting the weeds in yours. Imagine if we all took that energy and used it for something good, like learning to dance or finally organizing that junk drawer we all have. We'd all be amazing dancers with very tidy drawers. This constant watching and commenting can be exhausting. It can make you feel like you have to explain every little thing you do. Why did you buy that shirt? Why are you staying in on a Friday night? It puts so much pressure on us to fit into a little box that someone else created. But life is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. We are all wonderfully, beautifully different. And that's something to celebrate, not to judge. We should be able to live our lives without feeling like we need to get approval from an audience. So, why do people do this? Why do they get so invested in what others are doing? I think a lot of it comes down to a simple thing: comparison. We look at our neighbors, our friends, and we start measuring our own lives against theirs. We see their new car and we wonder if we should get one too. We see their vacation photos and we feel like our own life is boring. It's a game that nobody can win because there will always be someone who has something different, something we think is better. It's a hamster wheel of judgment and it just keeps on spinning. Another reason is that sometimes people are just a little bit insecure. When someone is unsure about their own choices, they might criticize others to feel better about themselves. It's like a defense mechanism. If they can point out something wrong with your life, it makes their own life feel more right. But that feeling doesn't last. True confidence doesn't come from putting other people down. It comes from being happy with who you are exactly as you are. It's about building yourself up, not tearing others down to get a better view. And let's be honest, sometimes it's just plain old habit. We grow up hearing people talk about others. It becomes normal. We learn to have an opinion on everything and everyone. It's a cycle. But you know what's great about cycles? They can be broken. We can decide to start a new habit, a habit of kindness, a habit of encouragement. Instead of saying, I wouldn't wear that, we can think, good for them for wearing what makes them happy. It's a small shift in thinking, but it can make a huge difference in the world around us. Giving unsolicited advice is another big one. People think they're helping. They believe their life experience gives them the right to tell you how to live yours. You should really move to the suburbs, they might say, or you should try this diet I'm on. While the intention might be good, it often feels like a judgment. It implies that what you're currently doing is wrong. The best kind of help is the kind that's asked for. Otherwise, it's just an opinion, and everyone's got one of those, and you don't have to accept every opinion you're offered. Here is a very important, very simple truth. You have the right to be you. You get to decide what you wear, what you believe, and how you live your life. It's your story. You're the author, the main character, and the director. No one else should be holding the pen. If you want to wear funky socks with sandals, you go right ahead. If you want to paint your entire house bright yellow, get the paint. Your happiness is not a committee decision, it's a personal one, and you are the only one qualified to make it. We are all so incredibly different, and that's what makes the world interesting. Imagine if we all looked the same, acted the same, and liked the same things. How boring would that be? It would be like a world with only one flavor of ice cream. And I don't know about you, but I want a world with all the flavors. I want pistachio and cookie dough and that weird one with lavender. Our differences are what make us special. They are our superpowers. We shouldn't hide them just because someone else doesn't understand them. This freedom to choose is not just about big life decisions like your career or where you live. It's about the small things, too. It's about the music you listen to, the books you read, the way you spend your Saturday afternoons. These little choices are what make up the beautiful mosaic of your life. Each choice is a tiny tile that adds to the bigger picture. And that picture is yours and yours alone. No one has the right to come over and rearrange your tiles because they think it would look better another way. When we allow people this freedom, we create a space for them to be their authentic selves. And that is one of the greatest gifts you can give someone, the gift of acceptance. When people feel accepted, they thrive, they become more creative, more confident, more joyful. It's a beautiful ripple effect. By giving others the space to be themselves, you are also giving yourself that same space. You're saying it's okay to be me and it's okay to be you. And that right there is the foundation of a kind and compassionate community. So, what happens when you finally decide to mind your own business? Magic! That's what happens. All that time and energy you were spending worrying about what your neighbor was doing, it all comes back to you. Suddenly you have more time for your own goals. You can finally start that project you've been putting off. You can learn that new skill. You can focus on your own health and happiness. Your life becomes your main event, not a sideshow to someone else's. It's incredibly freeing. When you stop comparing your life to others, you start appreciating what you have. You see the beauty in your own journey. You stop chasing someone else's idea of success and start defining it for yourself. Maybe success for you isn't a fancy car. Maybe it's a garden full of tomatoes. Maybe it's mastering a new recipe or reading a good book. Minding your own business helps you find your own brand of joy. You'll be surprised at how much happier you become when your own life is the one you're most interested in. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean you become selfish or stop caring about others. It's the opposite. When you're not busy judging people, you have more emotional space to support them. You can listen without interrupting with advice. You can celebrate their successes without feeling jealous. You become a better friend, a better partner, and a better neighbor. You connect with people on a deeper level because you're not trying to fix them. You're just there for them. That's real connection, so let's make a deal. Let's focus on our own lives, let's water our own grass, and let it grow as green and as wild as it wants to. Let's respect that other people are doing the same with their own patch of lawn. The world would be a much happier, much kinder place if we all agreed to mind our own wonderful, complicated, beautiful business. Your life is your masterpiece. Pick up your own paintbrush and start creating, and be kind to one another.